Hey everybody! So a couple days ago, I did a short little class on how to do buildable products for your customers in order to keep them coming back. And I had a few people that reached out to me privately with a few questions on exactly the logistics of how I do that. So there's really three buildable, what I would consider buildable products that we offer. And the first one is our Canvas groupings or Canvas clusters. We order all of these things from Miller's. Miller's is our lab that we use for everything. I highly, highly recommend that you use one lab for everything that you do, because you're going to have the most consistency, and your labs know when you're hunting around and you're using, one place for canvases and one place for albums and one place for prints. And it's really hard if something doesn't match exactly in terms of color, or if you have an issue, to be able to call on them to, correct the issue, especially if it's a mistake that you make. So I found that Miller's has been amazing to work with. So we've been with them for many, many years now. But going back to buildable products, there's really three things that we offer that is what I would consider buildable products. One is a canvas grouping. And that is going to be collections of different canvases that are going to fit together to tell one story. And so these we build over years, multiple sessions, and we want to kind of keep the long-term plan for that in the back of our head. So the logistics in that is we build all of those different groupings in ProSelect. And then we would just do the little section that they're going to do at that particular session. We would, sell them that then. And then we keep a screenshot of it. And we upload that screenshot, including where the empty spaces are for the future sessions. We upload that to Studio Cloud. Now, Studio Cloud is our studio management software that we've been with for many, many years as well. And through Studio Cloud, you're actually able to upload a picture of the wall grouping. And so then we are able to go ahead and reference that. So it's really easy when they're scheduling another session, because as soon as we pull up their records in order to schedule that next session, we know the next little parts that are going to be on their wall. We don't even have to go and look at their past files. So that helps make us look super, super knowledgeable and really in touch with our clients. So for example, if the Smith family calls and they're like, hey, we're ready to book our next session, we're going to pull up their record. Oh, hey, let me take a peek at our calendar. And it's going to pop right up there. And we can see that in the past session, we maybe used a gray background and they were wearing shades of blues and grays. Well, that is going to be helpful for us because we can actually reference that. We can say like, oh my gosh, I totally remember your last session. You guys were wearing those great like blue shirts. Did you want to maybe stick with something along that color family again in order to build upon your existing session? So that's just really going to make it look like you are taking note and keeping track of your clients, and that it's going to make them feel very, very special. So that's how we logistically keep track of what we do for wall groupings. Now, for albums and the image boxes, those are the other two items that I would consider buildable. And when I call them buildable, it's basically because we want to be able to build on those so that your clients will have a library. Most people like to store those items on a shelf, and so they want it to look really great and consistent. And when they look down the whole row of all of their different things that they've done with you in the past, you want to make sure that the spines are all going to line up, that they're going to have a similar color, a similar look and feel. And so what we do for that is we just save the file, the PSD file for either the image box or the album spine, and we save it in one folder. We save it not only in their client folder, but we also save it in one folder on our server that has all of our spines from past sessions. And we name that by their customer name. So now when Carolyn Smith wants to order another album, all we have to do is pull up the Carolyn Smith album, and it's going to be, we can just edit that one cover by swapping out the photo and changing the text and the date. So then that means that when she has all of her different albums lined up or all of her different image boxes lined up along a shelf, they're going to look great and consistent. So hopefully those little tips were well received for you in order to be able to actually like logistically handle creating buildable products. And just a little tip, I am doing a free webinar. If you want to check it out, it's at joyfreeclass.com. And you can check that out. It will help you bring in more high ticket clients to your studio. Have a great day.